5C6, is it audible? 5C6, is it audible?
Audible, sir.
Okay. What is visible to you?
Yes, sir.
What is visible to you?
Sir, looping statements.
Looping statements, okay. So last session, so we have completed the conditional branching statements, right? So as part of conditional branching statements, what we have seen? Simple if statement, nested if statement, else if ladder, and what? If else statement. So these four concepts we have seen in conditional branching statements. So in today's session, we will discuss about looping statements. So how many types of looping statements are seen in Python programming language? So if you observe that, only two types are supported. So while loop and for loop are supported, but not do while. So do while loop concept is not seen in Python programming language. So are you going to use do while loop in Python? Is it available in Python? Please respond, guys. Do we have do while loop in Python?
No.
It is not there. But what about C? C is having the concept of do while loop. So, but that kind of do while loop is not available in Python programming language. So we will see into the looping statements. So what's the first kind of looping statement available in Python?
While loop. While loop.
While loop. So in which situation programmer is using the concept of while loops, guys? Sorry, in which situation programmer is using the concept of looping statements? So if you observe that, execute a particular logic or a specific logic for more than one number of time based upon set of conditions, go for the concept of what? Looping statements. So programmer may go for the concept of looping statements to execute a logic for more than one number of time. So in which situation programmer is using the concept of looping statements? To execute a specific logic or particular logic for more than one number of time, programmer is using the concept of what? Looping statements. So as part of Python programming language, so we are going to learn about while loop and for loops. Only these two concepts are supported in Python, but not the do while loop what we have seen in do while loop which we have seen in
C program.
C programming language. Point to be noted, it is very important. Are we going to see do while loop in Python? No, it is not available. It is not supported. So coming to the first one, the while loop. So if you look into the syntax of this particular while loop, so how while loop is represented in Python? So we are using while keyword here, while followed by set of conditions. So within the braces, you can mention the set of conditions, guys. You can mention set of conditions. Set can contain a single condition or multiple number of conditions followed by colon. Then come to the new line. So give one tab space and you can mention the logic. So this logic can have a single statement or multiple number of statements. So you can mention single statement or multiple number of statements. So that logic is having what? A single or multiple. So this particular logic is going to be executed up to what extent? Up to the extent the set of conditions are satisfied. So until that point of time, the logic is going to be executed. If this set of conditions are executed for or satisfied for n number of times, then logic will be executed for a number of times. If this set of conditions are executed for satisfied for 2 times, the logic is going to be executed for 2 times. If the set of conditions are not at all satisfied, so even for 1 time, the logic is not going to be executed for even 1 time also. So logic is not going to be executed at all when the specified set of conditions are not satisfied. So it executes the logic up to what extent? Up to the stage where the set of conditions are satisfied. So if they are satisfied for 5 times, so logic will be executed for 5 times. If they are satisfied for 10 times, so 10 times the logic is going to be executed. So this is the syntax, guys. So we will see into the examples. Okay. So write a program. Write a program to display the first n numbers. Write a Python program to display the first n numbers in forward order. So based upon the n value, so it should start from 1 to n number of numbers has to be displayed upon the user screen, on the output screen. Let us suppose if n value given by the end user is 5. Okay, what it should display? It should display what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If n value equal to 10, so 1 to 10 numbers has to be displayed in the forward order on the output screen. So this is my requirement, guys. So to deal with this kind of problems, what we have to do, a particular logic, a specific logic has to be executed for multiple number of times. So if you see here, so if you analyze the problem statement, so what we have to do, we have to read n value from the end user. Is it? Please respond.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So to read n value from the end user, what we have to do, which function should be used?
Input function.
Input function should be used. But when I'm reading the value with the help of input function, what happens there? Hello?
String.
Value will be read in the form of what? It is read in the form of string. Okay. So to convert into integer type of value, which function will be used?
Int
Int
function.
typecasting function is used. Okay. So here I'm reading the value into the n variable, guys. Okay. N equal to int of input of what? Guide the user. Okay. So enter n value. Okay. So I'm guiding the end user. Okay. Then after reading the n value from the end user, okay, I'm taking a loop variable, guys. So here I'm initializing the first value to I variable, I equal to 1. Okay. So while, so can anyone guess the logic? So what sort of condition has to be specified here?
I is less than or equal.
See here, what I have to display? Print of, if I am writing I here. Okay. So print of I. So what it will display? As I value is initialized to 1. So I value, so 1 will be displayed upon the user screen. But this content of I has to be changed. So first of all, it has to be 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, so on up to the n value, right? So based upon n value, this particular logic has to be executed for n number of times. So to repeat this specific logic for multiple number of times, it has to be integrated within the while loop. So I am using while loop here, while of condition. Can anyone tell me the logic? So can anyone tell me the condition? I
Less than or
Equal to 1.
less than or equal to
n.
n. Okay, super. So that's the condition. Followed by what?
Colon.
Guys.
Colon.
Colon operator. Then can I write
Tab.
directly here? Print function. Can I write like this?
No, sir.
Tab space.
We should give tab space, guys.
Tab
Please,
space.
please remember. So print. So what I have to specify? Print of
I plus
I. Print of I. Then come to the new line, and here I can increment what? I value. I equal to I plus 1 can be written. Sorry, I equal to I plus 1. Okay. So after displaying the content of I value has to be incremented. So once it executes the logic, again, control reaches what? The condition part. Isn't it?
A semicolon.
Sorry, semicolon is not required here. I'm habituated to C programming language, guys. So last semester I have dealt C programming language. So that's the reason. Okay. So this is the logic, isn't it?
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, you can ask.
Sir, can we use here increment operator?
Yes, of course you can use it.
I
can
want to
use
know
it.
just Python supports or not.
Or else we will check what's there in it, guys. See, I++ is written. Okay, let us check. Control C. I'm copying the code into the ID. Okay. Are you seeing the untitled window? Please respond.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So save the code, guys. So it is an example for while loop. So give some meaningful name. Okay. I'm storing the code into Python folder of desktop. So in Python, CSCC folder is there. So here I'm saving the code. So give some meaningful name while example 1. What it is displaying? Displaying n numbers, right? So display what? N numbers. .py. Save the code, then run the program. So what it is showing, guys?
Invalid.
What it is showing? So do we have this kind of operator?
No,
No.
sir.
I++. So this kind of support is not there from the Python programming language. So instead you can go with what? I equal to I+1. So here I can write I equal to I+1 can be written. Or else what we can specify? So how comments are represented in Python programming language, guys? Hello. Hash symbol. So how many types of comments are supported in Python?
Only one.
Only one type, that is single line comment. Only single line comments are supported in Python programming language. So you can mention what? I plus equal to what? 1. So this kind of assignment operator can be used. It is supported. So as what we have seen in C programming language, it is also supported in Python too. Okay. Is it clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
So it is equivalent statement to what? I equal to I+1. So I plus equal to 1 is nothing but what? I equal to I+1. So this kind of assignment operator can be used. So it is supported in Python. So that increment operator, that unary increment operator is not supported. So point to be noted. So we are not seeing what? Unary increment operators in Python. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Hello? So save the code and run the program. So are you seeing the shell?
Yes, sir.
So what it is asking for? It is asking for n value. Suppose if I am giving 5 here, what it should display?
1, 2, 3.
3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it the output which I am expecting from the program execution?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So you can try with the other statement also. So I will make I equal to I+1 as a comment, guys. I'm making it as comment. I'm removing this comment. Okay. So I plus equal to 1. So I'm trying with this logic. Okay. So save the code, then run the program. Are you seeing the code window? Hello.
Yes, sir.
So what I have done, guys? So I have made I equal to I+1 as the comment. So I have removed comment of this I plus equal to 1. Now does this logic works or not? Let us check. Okay. So save as. So while example 2, it is displaying n numbers upon the user screen. Okay. So run the program. So what happened here? I plus equal to 1. Let us check the code. So whether it is supported or not. Inconsistent use of tabs and spaces in indentation. So why it is showing like this? Give only one tab space. Save the code, run the program. So what is visible to you guys?
Yes, sir.
Enter n value.
Enter n value. Now I am giving 5 here. See here. So this kind of assignment operator is supported as what we have seen in C. The same thing applies here. Are you understanding?
Yes, sir.
So what happened here? So if you observe the execution flow, so first of all, we are reading n value from the end user. Then I is initialized to 1. Then checks the condition. So control comes to the while loop and here checks the condition. So what is I value? 1. What is n value? 5. So 1 less than or equal to 5. Condition is true. So as condition is true, control enters into the loop and this block of code, this logic is going to be executed. So how many statements are part of this logic? Two statements are there. So this particular logic has to be executed based upon this condition. Okay. So print of I. What is I value? 1. 1 value will be displayed. So then I value is incremented. So previously it was 1, now turn to 2. Then control goes to the condition part again, checks the condition. Now what is I value, guys?
2.
2. So 2 less than or equal to
5.
5. True or false?
True.
When it is true, control enters into the loop and executes this logic. So print of I, as I value is 2, so 2 will be displayed upon the user screen. Then I value will be incremented. So previously it was 2, now turns to 3. Then checks the condition. So 3 less than or equal to 5. True or false?
True.
True. So what happens here? Control enters into the loop and executes the logic. So as I value is 3, so 3 will be displayed upon the user screen. Then I value will be incremented. So I value turns to 4. Then
4.
control reaches the condition part again, checks the condition. So what's the condition?
4 less than 5.
4 less than or equal to 5. Condition is
5.
true. So control enters into the loop. I value will be displayed. So 4 will be displayed upon the user screen. Then I value will be incremented. So 5 will be the I value. Then control reaches the condition part. Now checks the condition. 5 less than or equal to 5.
True.
So what happens here? The logic is going to be executed. So 5 will be displayed over the output screen. Then I value will be incremented. Now what is I value?
6.
6. Now checks the condition. Control reaches the condition part and checks the condition. Now 6 less than or equal to 5.
False.
False. When it is false, control comes outside of the loop. So control reaches here. So do we have statement or statements left here?
No, sir.
No. So that will be the end of the program execution. So what's the result, guys? So 1 to 5 are displayed upon the user screen. Now, if you observe here, so my requirement has been changed. I want to display the first n numbers in reverse order. What do I need? Can anyone respond?
Display the n numbers in reverse order.
Reverse order is my requirement. Are you seeing the notepad editor?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Reverse order. So if n value is equal to 5, what it has to display? Display
5.
1 to 5 numbers in reverse order. So what should be the output?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
5, 4,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 first, then 4. Sorry. First of all, it has to display 5, then 4, then 3, then 2, then 1. So this is the output. Okay, this sort of output I am expecting from the program execution. So in order to do this, so first of all, I need n value from the end user or not?
Yes, sir. Need
So read
Yes, sir.
n value. So n equal to, can you tell me the logic?
int of input of enter n value.
Int of input of enter n value. So enter n value. So after reading n value, so here I need a loop variable, right? So with the help of which concept I'm writing the logic? With the help of while loop, I have to write the logic. So do I need in loop variable here? I need loop variable. I'm initializing I to what?
5.
5. So where is 5 available, guys?
I equal to n, sir.
N.
That 5 is stored in the n variable. Okay, so I'm initializing to n here. Now while of condition. Can anyone tell me the condition?
I greater than or equal to.
I greater than or equal to? I greater than or equal to?
N, 1, sir.
1. I greater than or equal to 1, colon. Then give one tab space and display what? Print of
I
Then after
equal to I minus 1.
I equal to I minus 1. So this is the logic. So copy the code and paste it into the IDE, guys. So new file. I'm copying the code into the untitled window. Are you seeing the untitled window?
Yes, sir.
So save the logic, guys. So while example, it is while example, file example 3 dot py. Save the code, then run the program. So are you seeing the shell?
Yes, sir.
What it
Yes,
is
sir.
asking for?
Enter in value.
N value. Let us suppose if I'm giving 5 here, what it will display?
5 for return.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Is it the output?
Yes, sir.
Yes. This is the output which I'm expecting from the program execution. Now you consider the requirement as write a Python program. Okay. So next program, guys. Write a program. Write a program to display first n terms of the even series. So when it is even series, what's the first term, guys? What's the first term of even numbers, even series?
2, sir.
2 is the first term. Okay. So this n value has to be read from the end user or not?
Yes, sir.
So to get nth term in the even series, what's the formula? So what's the first term, guys? So if you look into the even series, let us see. Okay, 2. Okay, 2 is the first term. Then what's the next term?
4,
4. Then
6,
6. Then
8,
8. Then
10,
10. Then
12.
12. Okay, suppose if I'm considering this term, if I need the third term, okay, third term. So if you see the differences between any two consequent terms, so the value is incremented by 2. Okay, so if I'm generating a formula here, so 2 into n. So I need third term. So if I need third term, so n should be replaced with what?
3, sir.
3. So if I'm multiplying with 3, I will get the third term. What's the value, guys?
6.
6 is the value. 6 is the value. Now I need the fifth term, fifth even term of the even series.
2 into 5.
2 into 5. So I will get the fifth term. So what's the formula, guys? To get nth term,
2n.
2n is the formula. Okay. So by using which concept we have to write the logic?
While loop.
Even series has to be generated by using which concept?
While loop.
While loop. Now n value has to be read from the end user or not?
Yes, sir.
So read the value. So can anyone tell me the logic?
Int of
Input of
enter a number.
enter n value. Then after loop variable is needed or not? Initialization is needed or not?
Yes, sir.
So I should be initialized to
2.
first term. So what's the first term? 2. Then while loop is needed. So while of, can anyone tell me what's the condition?
I less than or equal to 2n.
I less than or equal to 2n.
2n.
Can I write like this?
No, sir. 2 into n.
2 into n can be written, but not 2n. So if you write this kind of characters, that means 2n is written as part of the code. What it leads to? It leads to an error. So mathematically it is correct, but it is not mathematics, guys. We are writing what? Code part of Python programming language. So syntax of the programming language has to be followed, not the mathematics syntax. So in mathematics it is acceptable. 2n is nothing but what? 2 into n. It is acceptable in mathematics, but not in programming language. So you mention it as
2 into n.
2 into n has to be mentioned. Then after, can anyone guess? Give one tab space. Then
Print I.
Print I.
print the content of I. Print the content of I. Then what we have to do?
I equal to I plus 2.
I equal to I plus 2. So why I'm writing I equal to I plus 2? So if you analyze two consequent terms of any two numbers of the even series, so the value is incremented by 2. So on basis of that, so I'm writing this statement, I equal to I plus 2. Or even I can write what? Can anyone guess?
I plus is equal to
I?
2.
I?
Yes, sir.
I plus
Equal
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 to 2.
to.
Even I can write this statement. Okay. So you copy the code. And paste it into the ID. Okay. So you copy the code and copy. Just give me a second. So I'm copying the code, guys. Copying the code into ID. Are you seeing the untitled window?
Yes.
So save the code first.
Yes, sir.
So while loop. Okay. So while example. Save in the consent path, guys. While example what? So this is the fourth example or fifth example?
Fourth example.
Fourth example. While example 4 dot py. So what it is doing, guys? You mention it. So even series, right? Even series is displayed. Even series dot py. Then what's the immediate step?
Run the code.
Run the program. Are you seeing the shell?
Yes, sir.
So what it is asking for?
N value.
N value. So let us suppose if I am giving 5 here, what it should display?
2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
Means what? First 5 terms of what? Even series. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Is it the output?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This is the output. Now, if you observe my requirement, so what I am going to do now? Can anyone guess? Can anyone guess my requirement? Based upon this particular problem, I want to make some modification. So can anyone guess what sort of modification I want to do this particular problem statement? Can anyone guess?
Reverse order.
Reverse order of
Even series.
event series. That's it, guys. So we will see the logic, guys. So event series. Go to the notepad. Are you seeing the notepad?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Okay. So this is forward order. Write a program to display first 10 terms of event series in forward order. So that logic we have written forward order. Now we will see the logic. Sorry. We will see the logic for event series in which order?
Reverse order.
Reverse order. Reverse order. Okay. Now, if n value is equal to 5, can anyone guess what the output should be?
10, 8, 6, 4, 2.
8, 6,
4, 2.
4, 2. This should be the output, isn't it? So what
Yes,
should be the initialization point? So first of all, I need what? N value from the end user. So how I am reading? With the help of input function, right? So read the value, guys. Int of input of enter n value. So after reading n value from the end user, what we have to do? I need loop variable. Okay. So loop variable should be initialized to what?
2 into n.
2 into n. Super bummer. So 2 into n. Then while loop should be written. So while of condition has to be specified. So what should be the condition? Can anyone guess?
I
I-
greater than equal to
Equal to 2.
I greater than
or equal to 2.
Equal to 2.
I greater than or equal to
2.
2, sir.
2. Superb, Amma. Superb. Then what should be the
Print
logic?
I.
Print of I.
I.
Print of I. So after
I.
displaying the value, what we have to do?
I is equal to I minus 2.
minus 2.
Superb, Amma. So I equal to I minus 2 should be written. That's it. Or else what we can write?
I minus.
I minus is equal to 2.
Sorry.
I minus equal to 2 can also be written. So you copy this code and paste it into the ID. So are you seeing untitled window?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So after writing the code, what we have to do? Save the logic. So it's an example for what? While loop. So while loop example, right? So while example 5, what it is doing? It is generating even series, right? Even
Reverse.
series in reverse order.
Reverse order.
Reverse. Dot pivot. Save the code. Then
Run the code, sir.
run the
And the-
program. So what is visible to you?
Yes,
Enter
sir.
n value.
Shell. It is showing you the shell, right? So it is asking for n value. I'm giving 5 here. So 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. Is it the output?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, can anyone guess my requirement?
Odd numbers.
R series.
Odd numbers. Superb. Odd numbers. Odd series in which order?
Forward.
Forward and reverse order. So first task will be
Forward.
forward. Display first n terms of which series?
Odd series.
Odd series. In which order?
Forward.
We will look into forward order first, then reverse order next. Okay. So what's the first step? First step of the program.
N is equal to
N equal to int of
input of
input of
enter n value.
Okay. So enter n value. Then after reading n value, what we have to do? So initialization should be done or not? So I'm taking a loop variable. I should be initialized with what? So as it is odd series. So if you look into the odd series, what's the first term? What's the first term of odd series?
1.
1 is the first term. So I'm initializing the I variable to 1. Then while of I less than, can anyone guess?
I less than or equal to n.
I less than or equal to n. So if you give n here, what it will display? Is it going to display the odd series? No, it will display the normal numbers, guys. So if
1
you see
into
here, so if I'm
I less
taking
than or equal
n
to
value
2n
equal
minus
to 5, okay. So let us generate the
2n
nth term.
minus 1.
Not 2n minus 1, guys. We have to go for 2n plus 1. So let us see. So n equal to 5. What's the first term, guys?
1.
1. Second term?
3.
3. Then
7,
5.
9.
then
7, 9.
then 9. So this is the case, correct? So if I want to find the third term, okay, third term. So can you generate the formula here? 2 into n plus 1. So if I am substituting, so let us suppose I need the third term of this particular odd series. So if I am substituting 3 here, so 2 into, sorry, 2, not 2 into n plus 1. Here we have to write 2n minus 1. Sorry, guys. So 2n minus 1. So 2 into
3.
3 minus 1. What's the value?
5.
5.
5. 2n minus 1 is the formula. Okay, so we are getting the third term. Let us suppose I need the fifth term of the odd series.
9.
Okay, 9 is the fifth term. What we have to do? In place of n, we have to
5.
substitute what? 5. So 2
5.
into 5 will become 10. 10 minus 1 will become
9.
9. So now based upon this, can you tell me the condition?
I
Hello.
less than or equal to 2n minus 1.
2 into
into n
n
minus
minus 1.
minus
minus
1. This is the condition. Okay. So you mentioned this one in the braces, guys. So it's 2 into n minus 1. Okay. Then colon.
Colon.
Then give one tab space. Display what? The content of I.
I.
Then after
I equal to I plus 2.
I plus
I
2.
plus 1.
I equal to
I plus 2, sir.
I plus 2. Or even we can write
I plus
I plus is equal to 2.
I plus
equal to 2.
equal to 2. This is the logic. Copy the code into the ID. Are you seeing the untitled window?
Yes,
Hello.
sir. Yes,
So
sir.
this is the code, right? So copy the code and save the logic. While example what?
6.
6. So what it is doing is generating odd
Odd.
series in forward order, right? You can give forward here dot py. Then next step,
Run the code, sir.
run the code. It is asking for the
N value.
n value. I'm giving 5 here. See the output 13579. Is it the output which I'm expecting from the program execution?
Yes, sir.
So this is now on basis of this. Can you tell me the next requirement?
Reverse order.
In reverse order.
Reverse odd series.
Reverse order. Now go to the notepad editor. So what we have to do? We have to write the logic in reverse order. So we have to write the logic for displaying first 10 terms of the odd series in reverse order. Reverse order. Reverse order. Next. First step.
N is equal to
We have to read n value n equal to int of
input
of guide the user, enter n value, then what's the first term?
I is equal to
I equals to 2 into n minus 1.
I equal to 2 into n minus 1. This is the first term. Now then after please respond while loop. So
While
while of, so what should be the condition?
I greater than or equal to 1.
I greater than or equal to
1.
1.
One.
Superb, Amma, superb. So colon, then
tab space.
tab space,
Print I.
write the content of I. So I'm displaying I. Then
I is equal to
I equal to
I minus 2.
I minus 2. Superb, Amma. Or else we can write what?
I
I
minus
minus
I
is equal
equals
to
to 1.
I minus equal to
Equals to 2.
2. That's
2.
it. So you copy this code into the ID and run the program. Okay. Copy this code. Are you seeing the untitled window?
yes, sir.
So after copying the code, you save the logic, guys. So while example
6.
7, while example 7, what it is doing? Display
Odd series reverse.
odd series
Odd
in
series
reverse
reverse.
order. Dot py. That's it. Save the code and run the program. So what it is asking for?
Input.
Value.
Enter n value. Now I am giving 5 here. If I am giving 5 here, what will be the output?
97531.
97331.
97531.
973.
97531.
97531. Is it the output?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So if you are having any kind of doubts in the current topic, you